So I was, my mother is East Indian, my father is white, so I had like sort of, my dad's like Irish Catholic, so I had a really strict upbringing. And because of that, like I couldn't date or anything like that. And I was also like, I was really sick throughout high school, so like I had to have surgeries and stuff, so I was pretty fat. And I wasn't allowed to date, and I was really nerdy, like loved comic books and like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and like just like didn't really have those kind of boy-girl interactions down. So I didn't have a guy ask me out on a date until I was 21. Like I just didn't, because I didn't wear makeup or anything. And then I had this acting for the screen class, and because I had to see myself on screen so much, I was like, oh crap, I need to start wearing makeup. So I started wearing makeup, and like all of a sudden, like I actually started getting male attention. I was like, what is this? Oh, and kind of just didn't like know what to do with it. So this guy that worked at my studio that everyone had this really big crush on, he ends up asking me out. And I had to say no, but I gave him my phone number, and he ends up like texting me all the time. And so I'm like really excited, but I was at home for break because it was like a break in college. And so he's texting me, and the day I'm getting back, I'm on the train coming back from Boston, the Amtrak train, and I'm like so excited because I'm going to go on my first real date ever. So I'm like not thinking about what I'm doing, I'm just thinking about like I'm getting off this train, and then like in a couple hours I'm going to meet this boy, and I'm so excited. It's like my first real date ever, yay. So I don't pay attention as I'm dragging my suitcases off the train, and they're always like, mind the gap, mind the gap, and I'm like tra-la-la, and then I step, and I remember being like, one point I'm like, you know, level with everyone else, and then the next point, the next thing I remember is like being level with everyone's crotches, and like I have one leg literally like straight up in the air, and the other leg is below the train, and I'm stuck like this, like completely sprawled, and like I'm like, and all of a sudden I hear everyone around me go and like turn and like face me, and there's this moment of like probably like 10 seconds, but it feels like 5 minutes of where I'm stuck there, and everyone stops, like everyone in Penn Station is just staring at me. So I'm like doo doo doo, and they get these two people to like lift me up out of it. And they keep asking me like, are you okay, ma'am? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, yes, I'm fine, leave me alone, leave me alone. But I ended up having this like bruise that was this big, right below my bum cheek, that was like, that literally, it was multiple colors. It was like a rainbow. It was kind of like a sunset with some purple thrown in. Like, it was just like disgusting. When I showed it to the doctor went, oh my God! Like, which is never a good thing. So anyway, I'm like in pain, unable to sit down for a few days, like limping places, but it's okay because like I got a date that night. I'm still freaking going on my date. So the guy texts me at 8 being like, so, you know, I'm gonna get off work and then we'll meet up. And then at 11:30 that night, I realized that not only do I have a giant bruise on my ass, that I've just been stood up for the very first date that I've ever been asked on. Yeah, he fell asleep and forgot to tell me.
His loss.